To get them when they're hand and crypto, learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out the books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'ma jack it like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent. This is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a big bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch out stepping it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch out touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my. Yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my. Been ready, used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been petty.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone? Good morning, Michael. Just setting up everything. Let's see. We're in a trade, guys. We're in a trade. A bit better than yesterday. It's hopefully going to be a bit more action than it was a very slow bank holiday. We're currently in these two positions. Good morning, everyone. Let's see who we got. Bessem, Scott, Stephen, Shan, Fortis, Kalimera, Zan, Mohammed, Coinkeeper, Yonat, Graham, Joseph. Must be a few people inside today. Let's see. Let's see how many people are in. 100 people. Wow. Wow. That's a big start. That must be we're breaking records, guys. We're breaking records. Okay, we're on 10 pips at the moment. I was debating to get 10 pips on this, but I do kind of like that position. So we're gonna see where we're gonna close this position. This can very easily take all the profit out and go lower. Why? Because we've got these lows here. But let's see. Big wicks on the dailies. Could this be the first? Well, the red day continuation, but we'll see. At the moment we're long, we need to put that entries in. Kumar, Ivan, Fran, Ingvar, Mbassa, Johannes is in, Mr. Bazooka, Dojan, Ahmed, Tristan, Rafa. I'm going the other way around. I should have started at the top. Adam, Marcel, Michael Chen, Atlas, Christopheros is in, Kalimera, in Rhodes. That looks like it's been higher. Let's see. I think we're gonna take. If it gets into this fair value gap here. I haven't had a lot of time this morning. I saw the price, so I got in at the price that it was currently trading at, but I didn't have time to break down. I just did it quickly on the phone because we were in the neighboring town. I wanted to get involved. I think we talked about it yesterday around this area, sell side liquidity. I got a really good entry here. My only concern is these lows here, obviously, which can very easily be going to get tapped into because there's not a lot after that. So algorithmically speaking, it's a nice area to go and take liquidity. So do we take profit here and then aim to get another 15 pips on each? Possibly. Or do we leave it to run up to equilibrium? It's coming from an extreme outside the daily range, previous daily range. We'll see how this open reacts. The fact that it's going higher is not a good thing in the pre. I think I'm going to take maybe 250 odd. So that would be half my profits for the day. And then we can readjust and see what's happening. Ideally, it just bursts now to the top end of this fair value gap, and then we've got our day is done. Who else we got? Hari, good morning. Big turnout today, 133 within minutes. New subscriber, wow, another difficult name. I think I'm gonna go with that. It must be Polish or something like that. Vos or Czech. Voschek. Sorry, I killed that probably. Good morning, Kevin. Ann SC. Who else? Michael Murray. Murray's in. Hello, Murray. Hi, Anna. Few people. All right. Here it comes. 250. It's tapped into the fair value, so it's either going to crash down now. Just want it a little bit higher. Just a little push of volume. Bit more to pay for the. I'm taking out one for sure. 125. One. There we go. Okay. So we killed that trade. Position. Today. We're going into the open, guys. We've got 8 minutes to the open. That's why I'm killing these trades. We're sitting on 250, so half our profits for the day. Miami in the finals. I watched the highlights. Damn, that was an epic. I know a lot of people you don't follow basketball. 600 bagged from Mbassa. Well done. I mean, it is highly likely it's going to go high, right? But We like safe trades. We like, you know, what's that? That's nearly, well, 13 pips for 2 positions. Don't look at the profits, look at the size. I'm happy with that. We just need to do it one more time, and that gives us our 500 for the day. And remember that this is, hopefully the copier has been working, and we've got extra £66. So we're currently, let's update this. We're currently sitting on, where is it? This one here. We go properties. We're currently sitting on, that's 66.50. Where's my calculator? 66.50 plus plus 248. 314 for a few minutes of work. I mean, I don't know what job pays that for 10 minutes. $314, that's our profits. So we do this, $314.5 so far. We had our first entry. We basically went in with a 2 lot because I really liked the position. I liked getting involved with this. Look at all this: sell side here, sell side here, sell side here, fair value gap here. It was just a really nice entry, and you see the difference. Don't hesitate when you see a good setup. Compared to yesterday, trying to get a trade yesterday was just ugh. That's why I didn't get involved. So that was 3302, our first entry. 1 2 3 299, second entry, and we got 12 pips on that one and 12 pips on that one. So that's 24 pips. It's not bad, eh? Not bad. So we've got our profits there. Right, so you see the wick coming in. Yes, we could have taken a little bit more profit, but that fair value gap here, we're quite far from the equal highs here, which is probably the target. Like if you were holding this, that equal high there is very nice because you've got a fair value gap there. Makes sense. But not a bad start to the day. It's tapped into that fair value gap. We'll see how it reacts. Now, what's our plan from now on? Ideally, let's see if there's any. Let's see the smaller price action. Broke structure, fill this fair value gap. That's your entry. Push the higher. Now it's filling these fair value gaps. So we need to see. That's what stopped me from holding the trade. And you know, 20 pips. Well, 12 pips. We held it from here, roughly around there. I think I got in 12 pips. So we took the highs. I killed the trade. So we're missing out on 5 pips at the moment. So not insane amounts. Good morning, brother and family, says Muzamil. David, morning. Sorry I'm late. I was late too, so you're not late actually. We're only live, I guess 14 minutes. You missed the live trade though, you have to go back and see the live trade. The Crypto Queen is in. Marshall. Graham, do you look at the daily for directional bias, or do you only look at the previous daily high and low as areas of interest? I've talked about this before. I only trade the pound dollar, so I know generally where the pound dollar is. We know that we're roughly around 1235, which is telling me there's an interest to go and reach the 125. That has been a big number. So we went to the lows of 12325, which means the question was, are we going to reach, is today going to reach the 2s, or are we going to push higher towards the 4s and all the way to the 5s, which it looks like it's starting to do that. Now, the price came to extreme when we found a trade. We got paid, and now it's back at equilibrium. What do we do at equilibrium that we did yesterday? Today is going to be a more volatile day. We need to look at the news, but you can tell from the pre-market. We've got 2 minutes to the open. Ideally, price fills this fair value gap pre-open, smashes down back below the previous daily high, and then we get our second entries. Why not? Mr. Azad. So my strategy is a combination of my own way of managing a trade, which is a combination of my experience and watching a lot of Scruffy, the Scruffy trader. If you haven't watched him, he does a similar thing, but a bit different. He doesn't close positions. He takes partials. I don't think he loads up so much as me. He wouldn't have like a one lot, which is $10 per pip. So it's different in a way of entries and management, but a lot of things I have learned from the Scruffy trader. You can check him out on Instagram and Instagram, but YouTube is his main thing. Here we are live. I can hear the bell. I've actually got my church bell is my like open bell, and then obviously the 2022 which is the mentorship from Michael. So the ICT, the Inner Circle Trader. 144 on the live. Let's push those likes, guys. We've already made 24 pips. Surely that is something to like. That's not for me. Price is going back to equilibrium. Let's see what the move has been from the lows of the sell side. 20 pips. So that we would be, instead of 250, we would have now $400. But as we squeeze up towards equilibrium, that's when we need to wait. So when previous daily high or low is taken out for a second time, do you still consider it as a discount? Absolutely. So if we go on the daily, we look at the previous range, and here's an interesting thing that I looked on the phone and I was like, this looks interesting. I didn't have to move my equilibrium. Isn't that weird? So if I take the fib from here to here, look at that equilibrium. That candle has the same equilibrium as this candle, which is a lot smaller. Now, do you think that is random? Look at that exact equilibrium. So that's telling me that price at equilibrium, which we're sitting at 123531, that's where the battle is. That's where we don't want to get involved. Anything outside that price, there's going to be a reaction. So when it started hitting those lows, coming closer to these lows, I knew there's going to be a reaction, because within 2 days we had the same equilibrium. Price is trading around the same price. So there's a lot of people wanting to get involved in these prices. So let's do the third candle. So if we take this, look at that. So the highs and the lows, 3 daily candles have the same equilibrium. When has that happened? Spooky. Strong candles. Here's the questions coming. Why did you not hold? I can see them coming. You would have finished by now. Yes, but it could have crashed down. Every pound that is a safe pound is better than a wishful pound. Dollar, we're trading in dollars. In earlier videos, you seem to go to the lower time frames to get in on a fair value gap. So you still do that. Also, I think the previous videos, you took extra positions as price went into profit. The second one is wrong. I never added into a position. Maybe once or twice if I had a position down here and it came up and it filled the fair value gap and added there, but I can't remember if I did that. If I did, I apologize. Maybe I did it once or twice. But normally, my first entry is going to be always the worst entry that I'm going to get in. So I wouldn't expect myself to enter. Let me just do that. I'll change that to profit. Is this a 200k bootcamp? Well, this was an 100k bootcamp. That's actually become now a 250 bootcamp. Let's go. And I also trade a copier. I'm just going to log in so I can show you. I also in a copier, so the copier now should be getting better in terms of reaching our next milestone. So these are the two live accounts that I have. Instant and a bootcamp. I just opened that on the 7th. The day my dad passed away. That's weird, really. Wow, that's spooky. Anyway. So 34% in profit, and we're getting closer to that 2000 target. We're trading on a 0.25 lot size, which is 1/4. Let me show you. Actually, I'll show you the copier. Let's keep an eye on the pound. We're missing trades. It's gonna come down. We don't know how much. We'll see. We'll see at what level we're happy to get involved again. Social trader. Log in. Log in. All right, so this is my social trader, which has 2 accounts. Then if I go configuration, I don't know if you've used this. I'm not an affiliate to this, so I can't make any money from this. Just want to check. You can see this. You can see this. So what happens with any copier? So I've only got 2 accounts. If you want to add an account, you go to add hosting. Oh, you can't do that because we're live trading. But it adds more cost. Obviously, you can go up to like ridiculous amounts. I can imagine people do it as a business and people pay you an account and then you just copy it and they make money and they pay you monthly. I'm not going to do that. I don't want your stress and you don't want my stress. Configuration, trade copier. So we've got the 250,000 account copying on a lot multiplier because I trade on a 1 lot, which is 0.25. And then you press this where it's green and you know it's live. So it's copying over. I think it gives you analytics as well. So that's our analytics, 1.28% profit already on that 250 account. We've made $3,000 odd, and the little one 3.24% profit. So we're getting closer and closer to doubling that account. And between these 2 accounts, they're both on Fiverr's prop firm. I'm aiming to take both of these to the 4 million. And I know it's going to happen. It's going to take some time because we're not going to rush it. But price come down, filled this candle here. It's no fair value gap yet because this candle is still on a 15 minute. So we've still got another 6 minutes to go. We want this to come and retest the lows. That's where we want to get in. There we go. Is there a reason why you don't buy a Copier EA outright from MQL5 rather than a monthly subscription for social trader tools? Good question, Philip. I don't know. I think I like the simplicity of this. Literally, I didn't have to set anything up. Logged in with my accounts, turned them on. I want a multiplier of this, and it works. No spreads. For $20, I mean, it's brilliant. High stakes. I need to ask them. I think I can open a third account with high stakes, but I'm still not sure about. I might need to speak to one of the guys from the Fivers to see if it makes sense to add it as a copy, because there's different rules, isn't it, on the high stakes. So we're running on 93.3% win rate, 25 profit factor, which is great. This is just copying my other account, which is my main account. And if we go active, bootcamp, we're at 28%. We need to reach 12,500 to get 275. I can withdraw money in the next 7 days. I withdrew 5k and it was very quick, within a day or two. So super happy with the Fivers. Good for a short. Yes, I did do a short yesterday. I don't know if you liked it. What did you think of it? It didn't take me too long. So I know I was going to get someone to do this editing, but it's quite easy to download the video and just add some letters in a tiny little video on something. So I'm happy to do that on the shorts, maybe with a highlight of something from the session. So then you have a little emphasis to, like yesterday, it was all about how you're the individual trader. So even if you're looking at me and you're getting ideas from others, you're still gonna make your own decisions on your trade. I don't mind this. Let's see. I don't mind that. So that's only 6 pips, 9, 10 pips. If it comes a little bit lower, I might add a single position in there, not a double. But down here, I would have been adding a double position. Let's see if it gives us that. Or lower. Is anyone ICT? Tell you now, it's not going to work. I'm sorry, but it's not going to work. Okay, you might be the one outlier that you have exactly the same psychology. But do you honestly think you have the same psychology with ICT and Michael? With all those rants and stuff? And how he deals with stress and how much experience he has. Can you understand how much experience ICT has? I think he's done it for like 25 or even more years. Is it inconceivable, that amount of chart information? Even if he tells you this is where you get in, this is the silver bullet, this is this, this is this, this is this. It's impossible, guys. Impossible to trade like ICT. Even if it gives you every step of the way, this is what you should do. That's not how charts work out. And Graham, I think you're not following what ICT taught. I am following what ICT taught, and I've made it my own. And that is the point. Like previous daily highs and lows, liquidity. All the ideas is from him. Fair value gaps. Why would I look at a fair value gap? Did I come up with it? No, it's not mine. It's ICT. That's all ICT. Why am I waiting to get in on the price here? Because it's a swing low. It's a liquidity draw. What is that? Is that not ICT? Why do I want to trade in a discount area? Is that not ICT? The only thing that I'm doing differently is how I manage my trade. And I think that's why I've got the consistency that I have, because I've realized that if I tried to trade like ICT, I wouldn't be able to do it. If you have one lot trades and have an estimate of 200 pips stop size with 2 positions open, isn't that more than the weekly, assuming 500 per day target? You're right, David, but I would never let that trade go to 200 pips. Even if I just put the trades, I just throw the stop loss on all positions. So if I have 2 positions, it will be like 4K where the stop loss is, because I've just dragged them to 2,000. But in my head, all those positions are going to be repositioned anyway. So I don't worry about, I don't actually look at the stop to ever be hit. It's only there as a safeguard. So even if I had, let's say 6 positions, so that would be like 12 grand or something. I would never do that, even though if I have 6 positions, because I can reposition all those. And I'm making money in the process. So like now, we're 200 in profit. So when I put my 2,000, that's like 1,800 and so on. Hope that makes sense. I would really appreciate your advice. I am a funded trader and another prop, which, give me a second. Another prop firm, which would be better, the Fivers Bootcamp or to go for the instant. I think instant fund, if you're consistent, is the better option. Just because you get double the account every, is it 10%? I guess it's kind of similar to, the doubling though becomes a lot faster, a lot quicker. So if I had done the same amount of milestones of the bootcamp, I would have now hit the 4 million, more than 4 million if they did on the instant funding. So I would definitely go for instant funding. And you get paid straight away. You don't have to do the 3 challenges, which took me 3.5, 4 months. Stream crashing. Let's see. Have you got issues with the stream? Let me know. I think I can see it. If you have issues with the stream, just let me know and I'll try and fix that. Euro pound had an actual gap on the 5 minute of the open. You know I'm not going to be looking at euro pound during the open, Marcel. Is there a reason you don't buy a copy? Oh, we said that. Yes, we said that. I'm targeting 6-figure funded, says Dipsy, and I am sure you're going to reach it. You have to stay consistent, positive language, be meticulous with your entries and your risk management, and don't listen to anyone else. You are going to do what you set to do. If you want to reach a 6-figure funded account and you put the work in and you've got the patience, don't listen to anyone else. Go and get it. If you withdraw, does your completion percentage stay the same? Yes. So you can take out 5K. If you made 10K, it's 10K towards the next milestone. Any trades till now? Yes, we've made 2 trades. You should see the live trades where it says live trades, $314. We're up. If you go in the beginning of the video, you'll see me closing those trades. We missed our entry by a little bit on this one. We would have been in this entry, but I wanted it to come to this fair value gap. It didn't. That would have given us another 12 pips. We would have been done for the day. That would have been $500. I just wanted it to come to this fair value gap, but it didn't. So that means potentially go into buy side liquidity above this area here. What else is above this area here? We have the fair value gap. Fair value gap. right there. And that is on a 15-minute fair value gap. This is the area now, which is interesting if we're going to short this area here. It depends how high up it goes. But for now, our game plan is to get involved around this area. And if you look on a 5-minute, you can see the structure playing up. So you had a break of structure, pushed higher, came back down, filled this OTE, as Michael would say, and now it's pushing higher. So let's see if it gives us another opportunity. If not, someone can see this and say, oh, look at this. Break of structure, just filled fair value gap, break of structure, strong break, came back up, filled this fair value gap to the pip, and now pushing down if you're short, which would play nicely into these areas, because I would definitely want to get involved in a long position in these areas. So 2 people have said that it's crashing. Hopefully, can you say with a yes or no if the stream is crashing? Because I need to do something about that if it actually crashing. I don't think I am. I wouldn't know what's going wrong, to be honest. I can see the stream has got green. 11% of CPU. I think it's okay. Should be running okay. Maybe an internet crash. So everyone's saying no, so that's good. We're still good. Where did we get to? We got to in your opinion, how can we improve trade accuracy? Accuracy, there's only one thing. The only thing that's going to improve accuracy is patience. So like me, I could have got into this trade and I would have been paid. However, it would have been a bit early for my entry. So I wouldn't be accurate even if it paid me. So that creates bad habits. Whereas if I got into where my fair value gap is and I've identified, even if it goes lower, that is an accurate entry to what I'm looking for. So I can be happy that I've taken an accurate entry, if that makes sense. What time are we on? We are on 10:20, around 10:30, so 8:30 UK. I'm gonna get a little bit of volume coming in. So that's in 9 minutes. We'll see what the price wants to do. Is this going to be a Judas move? If you go on the 1 minutes, we created this high now. We haven't taken the highs of the Asian session. So are we going to go high up to take that out before we continue lower? Or we're going to create a Judas move down to take the lows and then push higher. 2 options that we're looking at. What is your decision on Friday? NFP or London? Actually, good question. I need to ask that in the afternoon so we can get, I'm going to put a poll on the community today around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which is New York time open. And we'll get the US people to have a vote, because at the moment, only Bruce is going to be representing USA. No, you're misunderstanding me. What I was saying is that ICT teaches about adding to positions. I see. And 4 months ago, you were probably following that part of this trade. I don't think I was adding to positions, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I can't remember, to be honest, what I was doing 4 months ago. It's lagging, says Marcel. I'm hoping it's not lagging. The only stream that I have issues with is my income, the OT trader says. Well, let's try and fix that. Let's improve that stream. that stream of money coming in. Hey, thanks for your help, please. Okay, we've got some sales from Lacal. He's promoting a signal service. I don't like signals. I hate signals because you're not learning anything. You're not becoming a... It's like going on a boat with fishermen and they give you a fish every time they go out. What happens if they don't go out fishing? How are you going to eat? Last question for me today. Doesn't need to be a last question. Feel free to ask. We're here to help. Do you still journal your trades in depth or only via TradeSync? Only TradeSync. I'm so lazy having a son, and to be honest, these 3 hours that I get with you is probably the only 3 hours where I'm on my own with the charts. The rest of the day I'm trying to trade whilst cooking, whilst playing with my son, whilst being with my wife, whilst doing jobs. It's not the ideal setup. Here we go. This fair value gap's got filled. Hopefully comes and retests the lows. Is that him? That might be my son. That is my son and my wife. I've gone for a walk. Right, so that it failed to take the highs though, so this is not a valid entry because we didn't have a break of structure and retest fair value gap here. So don't take this as long. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. This is not financial advice, but this fair value here, even if it goes higher, is not the perfect entry. What type of orders do you take? Always market orders. The spreads are kind of zero with the fivers, so I don't care about putting in a bit of volume, Let's be aware of this. Dollar drifts as traders wait. Rocky path of US debt ceiling. It's not taking the low yet. Let's see. Bit of reaction there to the upside. I'm out of a short buy position. 10 pips. Short buy position. You're confusing me. Are you short or you bought? Ah, okay. So you bought. You had a short position, Mike. 10 pips. I'm guessing this one. Not bad. You got into that fair value gap and got 10 pips there. Let's see if that is 10 pips. Oh, you took the whole move. You took that. That's pretty accurate. Then we're talking about the streams. I think you've got your stream set for mini, where it should be set for W for Wumbo. What's that, Tony? That sounds like different language to me. Have I done something wrong with the stream? Always good if you can help me. What else? Let's see. This entry here. Yeah, I don't like this entry here. If you're short entry, yeah, I understand that. I don't. Down here, yes. Hello Zen, hello Peter, Maniac. Let's get the likes up, guys. Like Zan says, 188 viewers, 95 viewers now. We're getting close to that 200. Only 90 likes. What's that saying to me? You're either lazy or you dislike what you're seeing. Also, are you subscribed? We need to get to that 5,000 so we can make the Discord. We're at 3,850. 50, which is great. We're getting closer and closer. Price reacts from 5-minute breaker. If you had that buy, likes are coming up a little bit. I'm sure we can do better. We're at 100 now. We're double in here. We're nearly 200 people. What is your trigger to entry in a position in a minute after liquidity was swept in the 15? Let's draw the one. What I used to do, and maybe I can't remember who was talking about me, how I've changed my trading. I do evolve my trading because I used to take a lot more positions for my repositioning, but now I'd say I'm a bit more efficient with my entries. But for me, an entry is here in the 1 minute. This would be your entry because you had these highs, broke the structure, came back down, filled the fair value gap, very nice entry, and you would get this move. However, I believe I took this move on my I took it from my phone because I was in the car when it happened. So we can see a bit of lower highs being created here. Let's see what this candle does. If this doesn't break the highs, we might see that continuation down. Leslie, hi Yanis, do you ever scale into a trade or do you stack your entries from your desired price? No, what you see is exactly what I do. I just get in with one position, very simple stuff. That's what's made me consistent. Do the same thing day in, day out. I've got no red day since January 1st. I think that is a big achievement. What month? Oh, that's another month. That's 5 months, guys, without a red day. It's not, so in the beginning, you're like, okay, 1 month, all green days, might be a fluke. 2 months, okay, might be a fluke. 3 months, okay, maybe he was very lucky. 4 months, 5 months, something is working. Catching up on the messages. Signals will make you dependent. What happens if they gone? I absolutely agree. What happens if I stop trading and you're suddenly relying on my trades? How are you going to make money? You find someone else? And what if that someone else has a bad month or he doesn't have all green days like we do? Hi, yeah, we said that. If I understand correctly, we should be aiming to take sell side liquidity. Yes, we love sell side liquidity if we're long. Or buy side liquidity if we're short. Euro is going down, still hold. Hi Yanis, seems you're taking less trades lately. You're right. In other words, less trades to reach your daily target. Absolutely. You're right, John. I think that's a good thing. One, I don't have to pay the too many commissions. What I used to do, I would commit to these trades, right? Because I would go in here and I would take another trade here. Now I don't worry about missing these moves of the 10 pips. I just want to get the bigger move, which is 20 pips. And that way I can get my money a lot easier. I don't have to try and manage each trade. The target is $500 in a day. So another 250, that will make us happy. Obviously the account is 253, plus what's that, 6k in there, which I leave as a buffer, and every time I take money out I try and leave that buffer in. So next time we hit the next milestone, which is 12k, I would have probably taken out, depending on how quickly we do it, but would have probably taken out about 10k and then leave 2k in for a buffer. Please feel free to block people who are advertising either signals or selling anything. Not really fair to be doing it on your channel. You're right, maybe I should ban some people that do that. But to be honest, I don't really care, because if someone is naive enough to think that signals is going to be the way forward, maybe I should protect them. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should ban them. If I see it, I'll try and ban them. Great work, no days. If it's not rude to ask how you deal with taxes, company, or in my country, it's horrific. Well, at the moment, we are a bit of a digital nomad, so we're not in one country for over than 6 months. So the countries don't require you to pay tax unless you're staying in the country for more than 6 months. That's probably going to happen next year, where we're going to be in Bali for over 6 months. So the tax is going to be in Bali. Let's see what this price does here. So it's coming back down to that red little order block there. It has touched that order block. So we'll see if it breaks to the higher, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 lower highs. 1 lower high, lower high, lower high. This could easily go here and then break to the lower side, which will be nice. How do you manage to have 0 red days? Let's go on our journal. I don't show off Lambos. I show green days. Maybe when I make the millions, I'll be showing off the Lambos, and everyone will hate me then. You can't drive a Lamborghini in what's it called, in Bali. There's no roads for it. Maybe a Jeep. So we need TradeSync. TradeSync. That's where I do all my journaling. You can find that in the description, and I think you get 40%. And because it's Memorial Day, I think you get 50% today. So this is my journal. Unfortunately, I removed my previous accounts from like January, so you can only see from March onwards, which is sad because I had 10k months in there previously. But these 2 months are being 8k, and today we're in 5k because I had some unfortunate news on the 7th, which is when I opened the account as well. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, lower high again. This pressure is building. We might have a breakdown to the previous daily low. That would be nice. Sweep the lows behind this. That would be even nicer. Where are we? Did I miss anyone? Now time to market reverse to downside. You might be right. You might be right. Hi Yanis, do you have a video that explains in detail your trading strategy and what it is, the title, or can you link in the chat? I haven't done a detailed video of my whole way of trading, but if you want to obviously do the ICT 2022, which is free, that's mainly anything you see here, you will be able to do it with that. The only thing that you won't be able to do is my repositioning strategy, which maybe one day I'll make a video about it, but I'm still developing it. I want to make it works for me, but for it to go out to you guys to be able to use it, I think it needs a lot of work. It will be quite dangerous for me to just tell you this is how you do repositioning, go and do it, because I think you wouldn't do it right and then you would lose money, and I don't want that. Very interested on your entry, still learning your moves, and I would have already closed the trade, but yeah, so if you think our close of the trade wasn't too bad, right? So we got in around here. Oh, what's that? Why did it do that? We got in here. And we made 12 pips. So from that candle, if we had held, we would have made another 11 pips. So I would have, I got 50% of the move. Isn't that a successful trade? to get 50% of the entire move up to this point, I think that's great. Well, it took the highs out of that. That's interesting. Didn't create a lower low, but it took the highs out. So we'll see if that reverses to the upper side or if it breaks down to take the lows here. It's filling that fair value gap here. We'll see what it does. Why are we not getting involved right now? Let's see how many people understand what we're doing. Is there a reason I'm not buying this to the upper side? Let's see what people come up with. How much do you risk per trade? I risk as a total amount of money rather than per trade. So in a day, I don't want to lose more than 2.5K. Why? Because I make about 2.5K in a week, and I haven't had a losing day, not a week, a day since January. So I'm happy to risk maximum $2,500. How much do you risk? Yeah, DXY is going up. We're gonna have a look at DXY. Please, any channel to learn fundamental analysis? Quessy. Are you a fundamental analyst trading? Because I'll be intrigued how you found me with fundamental analysis. Because I'm very technical. I look at the technicals. But if you want a fundamental analysis, I would recommend Jordan and Tradelicious. I think they do a lot on fundamentals. They're Tradelicious. I think they're quite... They're a small channel, but they're from the fivers. And Jordan is great. And they've brought in a new guy who does fundamentals there. So check him out. Where are we? 208 people on. It's great to see that our channel is building, and as we said, I'm going to try and protect this community, not to have too many people. So far, we've been very lucky with our community. Everyone has been really nice, and they're all, you know, on the same goal to find financial freedom, just try and understand how to trade the markets, which is a challenge, but it can be done. Hi Yanis, since you're taking less trades, we said that. Where do you place your stop loss? My stop loss is way out of where my trading arena is. I normally just drag it into like 1,500 to 2,000 outside of the way, in case we have a swan day where something happens, like a bomb goes off somewhere and then the price just collapses 300-400 pips. I need to protect the account. But in terms of managing with my repositioning, I don't really worry about my tight stops. That's the only difference that you will see here compared to ICT trading. I liked it, subscribed, and the bell is on. Ivan is my favorite guy right now. Thanks, Ivan. Massi Kule is the most recent subscriber. Gab, my Italian friend. Morning, Yanis. Carmaster. Hi, Yanis. Can't find the Monday daily candle on my chart. Is it the same for you? Right, let's see what you're talking about. Can't find Monday daily candle. Must be a setting you have on. If you go on the daily, we are on the FXCM, and Monday candle is this one, this green one here. If you hover on the bottom, it will tell you 29th Monday. I think that's what you meant. If not, let me know. All right, so we took the fair value gap here, and now it's pushing higher, takes out liquidity here. We'll see if it breaks above these areas. Then we're going to start looking for different scenarios, but at the moment we want price to come down so we can buy it. Very interesting entry. Yeah, we said that. Quite inspiring what you are doing, Yanis. Obviously, I can't trade exactly how you do, but I do really like your style of trading. Thanks, Graham. Appreciate that. It's wise to short when we're headed for a sell side. Is it wise to short if we're heading to sell side? So you're saying, is it wise to go from here to this sell side here? Depends who you ask. If you look at this like an ICT sort of entry, this is a classic ICT entry. It looks like pushing down. However, we're at discounted area. We have taken the lows and we've had a retest to equilibrium. So you would be working to short this. Let's say you entered at the perfect entry at equilibrium. To sell side, 20 pips. It's a good trade. My only concern is, can you manage this happening? Can you manage a 30 pip going against you, or even more, 40 pips going up there? If you can manage it, then that's a good trade. Remember, we also failed to take the lows here. So this is our not finished business. So we all take our own trades. Thanks for explaining your repositioning, as it seems different to Scruffy Madness. Yeah, Madness is a little bit different. Madness works really well. Obviously, Scruffy has another trader who has like 18 years of trading experience, so they know what they're doing. How do you manage? We said that. Do you also invest in long term? I mean, I don't want to be nosy, but you make 500 a day, so I doubt you only keep the money on your bank account. I tell you what, we have a lot of expenses. So I want to, at the moment, whatever's coming in, I do put things away, but between myself and my partner, I'm taking like the expenses of everything we need to do, and then we slowly invest what my partner makes. And that way it's a bit of we have an investment that's going in from different incomes, and this is solely for everything we want to do. Hotels, cars, going to Greece, going to Bali, paying for houses, and so on. Good morning. Are you planning for opening any other accounts with other prop firms? Not for the time being. If the fivers meet all my expectations in terms of, I want to be making 2, 3, or maybe 4 accounts as copiers. That will 4 times my profit, which is in their benefit because they will make 4 times more money. But if, you never know in the future, maybe something doesn't, it doesn't make sense for me. I need some more income coming in also for risk management. At the moment I'm putting a lot of trust in the fivers, which is fine because they're one of the oldest prop firms and they're showing that they're doing better and better and better things. So it feels quite safe, but for my own sanity, I need to have to manage my risk. Rafa, conscious day trader, I have a question. Could you take the at DXY and compare its movement on the pound USD? How do you view it when DXY took buy side liquidity? All right, Rafa, let's do that for you. So we're at the we've taken buy side here. This is buy side, but we need to see what's happening on the left. We can't see, so we need to go higher up. 4 hour. The price is currently trading in this arena. Loads of wicks. Quite a messy 4 hour candle. 105 is the interest that we've talked about. Big fair value gap here. You got filled to the pip. Look at that. Let's go on to 1 hour. Also gap down here. Tiny fair value gap there that hasn't been filled. Could very easily push into this area. 105, we're getting close to that. So anticipating a bit of upwards movement on the dollar. So that means the pound coming down. That's good for us. However, it has taken the previous daily high and now it's pushing down. And we have two targets. This is hourly targets. This one here. And this one here. And this is also a hourly. So what we want to see is this pushing down to this fair value gap, meeting this order block here, touches it and continues higher. Maybe that is what's happening now. That's why we're seeing a bit of upwards movement on the pound dollar. Hi bro, how are you doing? Please, I saw a lot of aggressive unexpected moves in some pairs. Is it normal after a bank holiday to have some moves like this? Yes, after bank holiday, imagine how many people are coming into the markets eager to make money from not making money on Monday, including myself. So everyone wants to get involved. So there's volatility in the market. Market settles down though. So by now, what is it? 2 hours into the session, it's starting to settle down, and we can see that. What do you recommend trading plan of a 2,500 account lot size? 2,500, that's a small account. So I would definitely be on the very, very small size. So maybe 0.10 to micro lot to be able to build it up a little bit. So you build another, every 250. So that would be another $250. So you would be 2,750. Then you can start increasing a little bit. You go 0.15. Then another 250 will take you to 3,000. Then you start building a little bit bigger and you go on 0.2. And you slowly build your account like that. Take profits. I like 10 pips in the beginning when you're starting, because 10 pips is enough for it to grow your account, but also you're not looking for those big moves, 40, 50 pips in a day. We're waiting for liquidity, Richard. We're waiting for another entry at the moment. It hasn't given me a second entry. We've taken 24 pips so far, so we're happy with that. That would have been my second entry, but it didn't give me that entry. It needed to come a little bit lower and I would have had another entry in there. Guys, Zahed Shaikh, please don't spam the chat. I generally don't like that. And I don't like giving timeouts to people, but please don't do that. I read every single comment, so you don't need to do that. Do I do Quotex trading? I'm not sure what that is. Do you think having a neutral day bias and using your position is better than, say, having a bias in line with higher time frames such as the daily? Everything that works is good. If you can get bias from the dailies and the bias works out, then do the bias. For me, what I found is when you're in the lower time frames, 15 minutes up to 1 minute, having a bias can help you. But in terms of like the open, where it's very volatile, you need to be able to adapt to different scenarios and situations. Can't wait for the Discord, says John Montgomery. Where are we at with that? 3,860. So we're getting there. So do you look at the break of the highs then a reversal? So do you look on the break of the highs then a reversal? Sometimes the opposite. So let's see. These lower highs here, I thought this is going to be lower, continuation down, but it's doing a little bit of this right now. It's squeezing. It's squeezing the price. Lower high, lower high, lower high, higher high. So we had this going on. It took out these two buy side liquidity here, but on the bottom side, we have this happening. So we're squeezing, price is squeezing. It's about to explode. In which direction, we don't know. Possibly to the upper side. But we'll see that. But the pressure is building. We'll see how it reacts now. Is it going to squeeze even lower? And this squeeze even lower? It can't squeeze forever. It's going to burst in one direction. So that's what we're seeing now. I must be the newest member. I am learning and enjoying it. Thanks. Hi, Ben. Welcome. Ludwig, hello. Where in Bali do you move to? We live in Sese, which is close to Canggu. How much do you risk per trade and how many trades do you take per trade? Here we go. This is the burst coming up. Like we said, this was squeezing for too long. It's gone back to equilibrium, and we'll see how that burst reacts now. Took these highs. Possibly going to come up here to take these highs. How much do I risk per trade? I have up to 10 lots. But my 10 lot exposure is not in one trade. So it can be, for me to have 10 lots, it would have to be like an enormous move that I would need to manage. But on average, I trade from 2 lots, 1 lot at a time, but repositioning up to 4 to 6 lots. Among Us. Hope that helped. Good day to you, sir. How long did it take you to be profitable on a consistent basis? Thank you for your content. Appreciate the words, Bobby. It took me, I would say, since I had the boot camp. That's when we started having all green days. And we haven't had a red day since January 1st. I would say that is the most consistent trading I've ever done. Price is testing my patience today. Price is testing your patience every day. That's what we need to, you see that? Now, could we predict this? No, but we can react to it if it pushes higher in this areas. So we've had, since the open, delivery of 28 pips, and we took 12 pips out of this move. So roughly about 50% of that move. So it's going to push higher. Let's see where it goes. We might get involved around this 15-minute fair value gap if it gives us that, but not in a long position. We would reverse. We did a long position earlier. We took $250 from this move. Wait, I can show my trades, right? Somewhere here. Trade history. There we go. That's what we took here to this high, and we held it a little bit longer, and we closed that there. Should have been here yesterday, Marcel. Yeah, yesterday was definitely testing our patience, all of us. 235 people watching, 140 likes. Come on, we can hit that 200. I think that would be for the live, that would be a new record if we hit 200 likes. Let's do it. We can do it. Yeah, kept hugging equilibrium. Yesterday it even tested my patience yesterday, because normally Monday, bank holidays, has some movement, algorithmic movement. Yo bro, what do you think are the worst trading months? Summertime. Summertime, like August, July, when everyone's on holiday, literally algorithmic trading is taken over, but volume is low. That's hard to trade. I feel like yeah, you're right. I didn't, for Fibers update, where are we? Their max loss to lose their account. So different programs have different rules. I think you're talking about high stakes, I think it's called, or instant funding. It's like a 3% pause in a day if you lose more than 3%. For the bootcamp, there's nothing like that. It's down to your hard stop of the account. I'm fairly new. Would you mind explaining briefly the timeframes and just some basics related to stop loss and TP? How new? That's the question. How new are you to trading? If you're very, very, very new, the best thing you can do is look at price action. Look at these candles. Start understanding what wicks are, what the body of the candle is, how the waves happen. So like these candles are building up momentum. So this is like a trend upwards on this small 1 minute frame, but then it's consolidated here. You can see these two different types of areas, how they look different. That's consolidation. This one here, up to this point, is trend. So you can get an understanding of those two things. Then you can start thinking of time frames. What is a daily time frame? Like this. And what does a daily mean into an intraday trade? And so on. But as a good foundation, I would say you can go on baby pips. Let me just show you that. If we go to baby pips and you sign in, they have learn forex. So you can learn forex. They can do a little course. It's free, and it gives you good information actually. That's where I would start, and then start looking at traders. Like obviously the ICT 2022 mentorship is also free. Might sound a bit complicated if you're very, very new, but if you've got a little bit of experience around the charts, that's when you can jump into that. I'll keep an eye on Ludwig. I'll keep an eye on you and see if you have any questions. It's good to tell me if you're new, because I know that you won't be understanding what I'm saying on what are liquidity draws and all these things. So if I know you're new, maybe I'll simplify things. Hello, first time watching live. Day trading forex. Hello there. Thank you. I use Scruffy's 0.01 lot size for every 500. Yeah, that's a good one. Like Scruffy does that. It's like a slowly. You're using Einstein's compound. Here we go, into buy side. Took out buy side, 15 minute. If this comes higher, we're starting to change our thoughts. We're looking for short opportunities, basically. So we had this break filled here, this break. Now we want to fill this fair value gap. And until it tells us otherwise, that can very easily come down to continue to fill. These. So, and that fair value gap there is $16, $160. So that I'm happy to trade that. Let me see if I can trade that lower. Maybe in the middle there. It's $180. I think I can. So if that price comes higher, we might take a short opportunity here. We'll see. Right, so hello from America. No, not America, can't read. Armenia. Hello, Hrako. Christophoros. Do a vlog in Athens to eat food and that stuff. You want a life vlog in Athens? Is measured. These 3 hours, I can't, like, you have to negotiate it with the wife and say, look, I need to do this because I need to make money, but also at the same time, we're building a community. So doing more out of this time, I need some good negotiating skills, because that means that she's going to be taking care of our little one for another hour or so when I'm doing things like that. Exactly my thoughts, squeezing up. It should go and never see the bottom again today. Ooh, that's a big call. Zen thinks that this is going higher and higher and higher. Where are you looking for a trade at this moment? So this is what I'm looking for a short opportunity. I don't expect it to go that low, but we're only looking for like 12 pips. So that would be down to equilibrium. Isn't that reasonable? That if the price comes up here after a move of 32 pips, 40 pips, isn't it reasonable to try and retrace the price for 10 to 12 pips? Why don't you get more funding accounts, for example, the 2 FTMO and 4 AMF, which is strategy you would surely meet the challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna stick a little bit longer with just sticking with the fivers, just because they've been very good with me. They're paying me so quick, and there are nice scaling opportunities with the instant fund, like we've seen. So I'm gonna stay with this setup and see if I need to get more fund, what they're called, prop firms. I'd like to understand what's the difference from ICT and Scruffy Madness. ICT would do a tight stop. So let's say we took out the highs here and he wants to trade that down. He would put, like, I don't know, he's very specific to where he puts his stop. So maybe this order block here, let's say, you would have to deal with 4 pips to make whatever he makes ridiculous. Whereas Scruffy doesn't necessarily want to get the perfect entry. He will get somewhere around an area of interest, a bit similar to me. Well, I guess I've learned that from Scruffy. And then he will add to the position, but it's not adding to your original position. It's your original position being broken down in smaller pieces. So imagine you have one pie. Instead of throwing the pie to the market now, you just break your pie into pieces and you get better prices. And then he takes partials, profits, whereas I like to close completely the position in repositioning when my analysis is correct, and it retakes that worst case entry. Then I get a better price and I can do that higher and higher up. In theory, the price can be going so bad against me and I can still manage to get the top of that move. If I'm patient and I don't get into early, these waves that push down can be repositions. I've confused them completely, I'm sure. But stick around and you will slowly make sense. Pablo, hello. I start to use your risk management and it's working for me. Can't handle small stops. The difference with you is my stop is 3 profitable days. Brilliant. I'm glad you found some use of it, and make sure you have a coffee in my name from your profits. hopefully a lot more than a coffee. Hello, Vinay Kumar. Hello, Yanis. Appreciate your live trades. It's helping me as a revision course for ICT 22. Glad it's helping. Hello, Manas. Just want to know, on what time frames do you usually trade? 15-minute is my go-to chart. This is where I normally trade, but sometimes I go lower because you can see that, like here for instance, these 3 candles is 15 minutes, but you wouldn't see that fair value gap if you were on the 15-minute. I guess you would see it. You would see it a bit bigger, or even lower. You see multiple fair values, but they're a lot smaller. I have 3 years experience, so I'm not that new. Okay, good to know. Sorry, I didn't want to be patronizing about starting talking about candles, but I didn't know how new you were. Apologize for that. Took out buy side, you are correct. Took this buy side. Breaking up again, Michael says. Stream is freezing again. What's that? That's a new thing, isn't it? Oh, I see a little bit. Let me check if someone's using the internet. Give me a second. Okay, I don't see anyone using the internet, so maybe something is happening. Should be back live now. Sorry, I'm using my parents' office, which is an English school, so the internet is probably not the best. But we managed to do good sessions before, so hopefully it settles down. That's a good question. What was the mistake before that you had red days? If I remember, let me see if I remember my account. I really don't want to look at that account. That was back in the early days. But let's see if I remember the login details. You will be godsmacked. Oh God, I do remember it. Michael in here, he remembers me as a trader when I was trying to figure things out. Let's see. Oh my God, do I want to see this? Do I want to show you this? Oh, it won't let me. What's this? Savings. Subscription. Okay. Ah, it won't let me go in for some reason. Luckily. What's the price doing? Price is still developing. Let's just request the whole account. I'm just trying to figure out how to re-log in. I genuinely want to show you. It's not going to let me. That's a shame. Maybe I'll log in another time and I'll show you guys. Why is it not letting me? All right, so I'll show you another time. That will be quite a cool video, because there I had, at the time I had lost like 6,000 at one point, 8,000 at another point. I was contemplating quitting trading. Little did I know that this will become my full-time job, and here with you guys, trading 250,000 account after passing, returning like 52% or more on the fibers within 3 months. Yeah, it's crazy. Wait, Mbasa is speaking Greek? I'm confused. Is that Google Translate? It says, thank you for your channel, brother. You don't know how much it's helped me. God with you. I think that's a Google Translate, Mbasa, is it? Or are you speaking Greek suddenly? That would be cool. Which program do you use for testing? TradingView is obviously quite limited to how far you can go back. I don't test, I only forward test with my trades, obviously. I know what I'm doing is working, as you can see here in the journal. I'm running on really high win rates, so 75%, which I want to improve. I don't like the 75, I want it higher. On my big account, that's because I closed some repositions on that one. And on the instant funding, which is a small account of 20,000, we are running on 93%. Christopherus, I have a funded account, and tomorrow my account is -5. What do you... -5%. What do you need to make? I don't... That would be gambling. Even if you pass that funded account, let's say you want to make 5% and you're down 5%. That means you have to make 10% in a day. That's just gamble. So it's not going to teach you anything. What I would recommend is start new and don't get yourself in a place where you're running out of time. You don't want to do that. Calculate what you need and work out how you're going to get there, and slowly start building confidence in your trading. We don't trade from fear. We trade from confidence, and because we know our consistency is there. Freezing for me time to time. That's annoying me. I'll try and fix that. It might be that my wife was using the internet when she came here. That's the only difference I can think. Yanis, sorry I'm a bit behind for the stream. I see you talk about the fibers, making 4 times the amount of money if you have 4 accounts. Even with 1 account, they can copy your trades to huge account. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully they will listen and they will give me more accounts. Jamie Lannister. Do I look like Jamie Lannister? You have the face of some scar. I need to Google the people. Let's have a look. Let's see who I look like. As long as it's not brutal. Sam Scaras? Who's that? Is he very, very good looking? Sam Scaras. This is a dangerous game. That's not, I'm guessing that's not the person. Or let's Lannister. Is it double N? Lannister. I think it's Games of Friends, isn't it? I look like Lannister. This guy? Do you guys think that? Lannister always pays his debts. What happens when you don't have debts, though? What do you do then, Lannister, when you have all green days? I'm just reading your comments. Was it repositioning that really made you so consistent day in, day out? It's a combination, Adam. I can't just point it down to one thing. Like, really understanding the roots of how ICT explained the 2022 mentorship and how quickly I picked that up. I think that is one. Understanding the psychology of how I'm so patient. You guys might be eager to get in. I am not. I know. Like, for instance, this morning when we took this trade, how easy was that? Why would I want to make my life harder than that? I've been paid $250 within 10 minutes, and now I'm here chatting with you, waiting for another opportunity to arrive. If it doesn't arrive, then it might arrive in the afternoon. Less stress, the better. Manusos, all in, you don't have another choice. About Christopher is 5%. I would rather lose the account, because it's telling me if you're running out of time and you're trying to pass a challenge. Let's say you gamble one way and it works. What has that done to you? Okay, you've got a funded account, but do you know how to trade it? Because your trading up to that point didn't make you pass that challenge. When you start that bootcamp, what was your daily target? When I started the bootcamp, I think I was aiming for $50 a day and then slowly build it up. Or 20 actually on a 0.2 lot size, and the first one I started with 20 to 25 pounds dollars. I'm trying. My girlfriend went to a Greek school in South Africa, so I'm learning a bit from her. Nice, brilliant. Tried to learn ICT mentorship from YouTube, but after 2-3 lections I lost my interest because he take very prolonged. Yes, he's very hard to follow. I can't deny, and I'm sure everyone who's done the ICT 2022, we've all fallen asleep at some point, and then you're like, damn it, what episode am I in? Where was I? So we've all done that. We can't deny it. Hopefully there was some votes on yesterday doing recreating the ICT 2022 mentorship just with what each lesson is trying to give you. I'm sure ICT will hate me to do that, but I might do it because one day I could give that to my son. It's going to be a while until he needs that. But I'm sure ICT 2022 mentorship and fair value gaps will still be working in 10, 15 years. Might be trading from 12 years old. Who knows? Right. I might have missed some chats. I'm trying not to, but there's quite a few of you. Was there like a day where everything just fell into place? Yes, I'm going to tell you about that. You became profitable, or was it a slow grind to profitability? Do you know those aha moments where you're like reading something and it makes so much sense and you're like, wow, like how did I not see this? That was the fair value gaps. When Michael explained the fair value gap in the 2020, episode 18 is very good. Don't only watch that though. He broke down daily bias, looked at the fair value gap, and I was like, my God, that just makes so much sense. If you throw a fib on that, if you throw a fib from this move to this move, look at where the fair value starts, 61% retracement. That's just the Fibonacci, but Fibonacci, I didn't really understand how it worked. Why does 61% always retrace? Whereas a fair value gap, you know it's there, it's physical, you can see it. 76%, which normally is the full retracement. Look at where I'm interested in getting in. Without knowing the fib, my interest is around 76%, which is a complete reversal of a move. So it just made sense, and I was like, wow, let's use this. As long as I give credit to Michael, he will not mind. I give credit to Mike. I think we're going to be interested in this trade here. Let's get ready. 15 minutes. Trade. 15 minutes. Let's put a line there so we can see it. Button. I think we're only, if it gives us that price, we're only going to go in with one position. Come on. Do I want to miss the move for like 3 pips? Where is it at now? 2 pips. I think it's going to give it to us. Come on, volume. Just do a little burst. Come on, you want to. A little bit more. Oh, come on. Is it going to go now? Don't go without me. I'm waiting. It's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. There we go. Push. A little bit higher. Come as you are. This is the area we're interested in. I want to see a little bit of a burst. I think it's coming. You know you want to. You know you want to. Can't look at the chat because I'm going to miss this move. Come on. Push higher. A little bit more. It's teasing us, isn't it? You might be like, why is he worried so much of 3 pips? Because that might be the commission. You know, $4 is a commission. The better price I get into the entry, the better I can manage it. The higher up I am in the charts, the better I can reposition. It all comes to play of getting that accuracy up. Let's say I went in now, that 3 pips against me can be $30 that I don't need. I'm sure it's going to give it to us. What time is it? 1:30. I'm very confident. It's just teasing us. I want this entry knowing that it's very high chance that this can break the highs. But I don't worry about that because it's calculated. I'm just happy to take this entry. That's all it is. I'm happy for this entry to be my worst entry at this position. Why? Because they were at a premium. We've taken out buy side liquidity. We're in a 15-minute fair value gap. There's a high chance that it doesn't take the high and comes to retest the lows. Ugh. It's not going to give it to us, is it? It's not going to give it to us. My OCD is coming in and it's going to... What are we at now? With that, 7 pips already. Give us an entry. We're doing the 2022, Marcel says. Hi Yanis, which program do you think is the best? Start with fivers. I think if you're a consistent trader, start with the instant. If you're not sure what you're doing and you're trying to prove to yourself that you're consistent, then do the bootcamp because it's cheap. When ICT usually goes off on a rant, either just before or after the rant, something very important is mentioned. It is. It's like, you know that golden nugget is there. You just have to wait for it. And then you're like, finally, thank you. But that he sometimes does it on purpose. He wants to see who's there to learn and who's there to just give me a strategy and I'll go and follow it. You're about to short now. Yes, this is a shorting opportunity for me. If it gives it to me, it should do. It should do. Everything is showing that it's going to take the previous daily high, these highs here. But I want to get in around this area because I can deal with $130 loss. We know there's a fair value gap there that it can come and retest. We know that there's a chance that it comes all the way up here and takes these highs out. So 25, that would be $250 loss. Well, loss, kind of running a drawdown. But guess what we would do at that point? We would reposition and get ready for the drop higher up. That wick is showing good intentions to give us that price. I could put a pending order there and calm down. But I tell you what, it's a lot of effort to put a pending order. We're just going to wait. See how your symbols are vertical on the screen. Mine are horizontal at the top of my screen. On MT5. Horizontal line, these lines. This one here, I've added those. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Jimmy, don't you think DXY is topping? Let's have a look at DXY. Oh, we're in that fair value gap, like we said. So that adds to our It could come down here, which means the pound going higher. That's a good thing. When we reposition, we're going to take this into account. Where is it? We're going to take TXY into account because this is a big fair value gap. So there's highly chance that this drops into this area, which means the pound's coming higher. Let's see the aggressive. Maybe we can get even better price. Maybe we can get better price. There's signs that this can push higher. I don't want to lose the move. That's why I'm going in with one lot and not a full position of 2 lots. One thing I'll say, Christopher, if you're trading the US 100, it's a very volatile market. Like if you're wrong, you're very wrong. And then if you're right, you're very right. But try and do less volatile markets in the beginning, I would suggest. Looks like Zen is saying it looks like it's not going to let you enter. It's teasing us. So funny moments entered lower. If you can manage a trade, it's still a good trade. I like to take the, not perfect, but like things that make sense to me. Like that is an area of interest for selling because it's filling the fair value gap. My aha moment was when I was back testing and noticed the reaction of the order block sitting just below the fair value gaps and watching how liquidity usually gets taken before substantial move. Yeah, it's like a drawing, isn't it, when you see it? What's your thoughts on trading indices like ES? Have you ever traded indices? I used to trade the DAX. Wow, did the DAX move. And that's the thing with the pound dollar. Even if I'm in a bad position, I can manage it. Whereas the DAX, if you're in a bad position, it takes you out. Like you can't have the stops that I have. You would have to change your strategy. First, cheers, Yanis. John Montgomery is done trading. 25 pips on gold. Well done, John. Hi, Yanis. That's more photography. Mr. Z. Okay, I'm watching. I'm sure a lot of people are in here because they want to see my repositioning. It's just a logical way of trading, guys, that works for me. It's not a magic pill that you can just throw it to anyone and it works. It's just for me, it makes sense. If it makes sense to you, then you can take it and use it. Make sure that, obviously, that you start small when you're using it, because whenever you're doing something new, it takes a while to get used to it. Do I always use the same volume? For this account, yes. I won't change the volume until I get into like 500,000. Maybe I'll start thinking about increasing my lot size, but we'll see. What do I mean by when I say reposition? If you go on the last live stream, and I know I'm going to be annoying now because I need to focus on this. It's close to my entry. I did a little breakdown. Can't remember what his name was. Roger. I think I showed a Roger position and a Yanis position, how it changes with repositioning. I have 25 minutes left for trading. I come back. No setup for you, T. Sorry about that. That's sometimes how the market works. 240 people are in. Are we going to hit 300? That would be insane, wouldn't it? How does instant funding work on Fiverr? How does it work in terms of like what it gives you? Instant funding, if you go here, this is my small account, 20,000. So we're 34% up. We've done 30 trades in total. When I hit 2,000, they're going to double the account. So they're going to give me 40K. After 10%, they're going to give me 80K, and then 160K, and then 320, and then 640, and that's how it goes up. So very quickly, I think we're going to reach big numbers on the instant. And you're going to be here, and you're going to be like, I remember Yanis when he was trading a 20K account, and now he's on a million account. The early people are going to be remembering these moments when we were humbly trading just one lot size. What's the max dollar you've lost in a day? On this account, we haven't lost since January. Previously, the max was, I think, 6 to 8K. It was my own money as well. It's just when I was learning in the beginning. We all have to go through those losses. It makes us better. DXY highest volume. It's breaking below. There's another value there on the 15 minute. Just tapped into that. Let's see. I think it's going to give it to us. It looks like the wicks are pointing in the right direction. There's interest for this to break lower. We have this fair value gap. The best entry is to wait for this to come down to the equilibrium because it's filled the whole fair value gap before we start shorting the pound. But I don't want to miss this move in case it gives us the 20 pips. I try to follow ICT's videos, but I always just end up searching other ICT inspired videos for a clearer, quicker explanation. Yeah, it's true. They do, a lot of people try and, can you explain what he was trying to say in that video? So maybe that big video about, about the ICT will be a good idea. Instant has been renamed Hypergrowth, has it? Let's see. Oh, you're right. I'm a hypergrowth trader. Trade with no pressure and grow your account up to 4 million. That's what we're going to do. These are the stages. I only need 8 stages, which is 80% return. If you think about it. And you get bonuses. That's nice. They give you bonuses every time you pass. I think they also give you salaries or something like that. Yeah, or is that on the, that's on the other one. That's on the high stakes. Oh, we've been distracted. Okay, we're in. So I'm just going to take this stop and place it somewhere out of the way. You know why? I'm not going to let that stop go that high up, but it's just there in case Putin or someone else does something that is unpredicted. Did I get in the right price? Let's see. It's a bit reacted there. Yeah, we're on the top end of this. So I'm happy with that. Even better. So now, obviously we're anticipating this, but we know that this can break all the way up to these highs. So if it does that, we have to deal with a $300 drawdown. You see how you start planning your trade? I think I'm lost with the messages, but I'll try and see the up to date. We're coming back to the previous daily high. $450 on euro bagged. Another great day. Wow, brilliant, Mbassa. Well done. Have you been on any trading podcasts yet? I have on Tradelicious, so you can see Tradelicious somewhere here. There he is. Getting fat, ex-Olympic analyst into full-time FX trader. Let's put some profit targets in case I'm chatting to you guys and we don't. 150. Okay, all right. So I want to see that give me what we on in profits. 240. One position. We're looking for. Let's place it at 20 pips. So the swing low. Let's go with this swing low. 252. Looks like it's going to give us the second entry. I told you he's going to give it to us. Previous daily high. Let's see where we are on the London. Just about. Now, if you think of a Judas move, there hasn't been a Judas move, so this could give you a nice opportunity to take the highs here. 46 pips, so that's bigger than yesterday. Let's push a little bit higher. In this area is where we're going to get our second entry. In the past, I would just add an entry here. Just because I would be like, it's not going to break the highs and it's going to come back and reposition and at a better price. Now I'm a bit more experienced. I let the market do its thing and then I get in at a better price. Hi Razvan, welcome. Grateful. Yeah, you're right, Marcel. This is not a signal service. This is me just chatting away and doing trading stuff that is fun. I do like this entry there. Is it going to give it to us though? Let's see. $118. Have you had payouts from your funding company yet? New to the stream. Yeah, we've taken out 16K so far. Very quick return. I exited with 6 pip loss. Looks like we're going to 12396. Yeah, like a bit early there, I would say. Funny moments. And that's why I say you have to be able to manage it. If you can't manage it, don't enter early. So let's see if it breaks the highs. If it breaks the highs, it will give us a nice second entry. We've got another 40 minutes to stream, so hopefully it would give me another entry for you guys to see the repositioning that you all want to eagerly see. High Tech Hooked, welcome. Love from Canada. Let's put some countries in the chat. Where's everyone from? And also, come on guys, likes. We're 245 people. Let's break the record today. Let's hit that 200 likes. You know that thumbs up? The stream broke your viewing records. Wonder what it will do tomorrow. Did it? I guess we have. Yeah, 245 is definitely broken yesterday's records. I'm also intrigued for you to, you know, when you see these entries, do you get nervous? Do you get tingling sensations? Like, what is your psychology? What's your state of mind doing when you've entered a trade? Because that is an indication of where you are on your journey of becoming consistent, how your body is reacting. Okay, let's see who's representing what we have. Where's the top? Albania, Norway, Canada, New Zealand, Dubai, Poland, Berlin, South Africa, Abu Dhabi, Netherlands. Oh, a lot from New Zealand today. Germany, Czech, Tunisia, Switzerland, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands, Australia, South Africa, Britain, Poland, Ireland, Greece, Mogsub, Switzerland, UK, USA, England, Angola, a lot of English, a lot of South Africans, strong. Adam is numb inside when he enters a trade. Morocco, that's a new one. Australia, Rwanda, wow. Rich Stevie, I didn't know you're from Rwanda. Indonesia, Pagi. Robert, from Indonesia, but you're not Indonesian, right? Do you speak Bahasa? Serbia, Spain, Malaysia, Antarctica. Mbasa is from Antarctica. Wow. I only get anxious or nervous when I'm over leveraged or just entered on a whelm. Well, you've said it there. When I've entered on a whelm. When you don't know, you know, when you're doing things and you're not 100% sure what you're doing and you're like, just enter for entering sakes. That's when you start feeling the sensations. That's the body saying it feels unsafe. I don't want to be as safe. Bangladesh. Wow. Manchester. He doesn't dare say UK. I am from Manchester. I'm different from the United Kingdom. Cameron, that is. Egypt. Hatham. Namibia. Wow. Singapore. It's like the United Nations in here. My first 50k in losses was anxiety central. Just smile as my stop loss is hit now. Wow, that sounds heavy. 50k. Oof. Botswana. Wow. And X is from Mars. We have an alien in the house. We have to be aware of him. And Turkey, Kemal. Algeria, Malta. Philippines. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All here to learn about repositioning. Don't care about my trading. Show me your reposition. Bruce is from USA. New Malden, sorry, UK. You can tell characters of some people where they're like, you know, I'm European, or someone else will say, I am Greek, or someone else will say, I'm from Athens. You can tell, like, how big do they see themselves, or do they go, I'm African, or I'm South African, I'm from the States, or I'm from California. You can tell where someone is really proud of their place. Pakistan. Zen is from Pakistan, and Czech Republic for Peter. We're holding a conference here. I'll tell you what, we will make more sense than a lot of conferences that happen in the world. Guys, we're on 198 likes. Just 2 to hit the record on a live. Let's do it. 2 more likes. Arkansas, the natural state. Wow. Ghana. Is trading an order block, an imbalance, is it profitable? I've only done the 22 mentorship. We can see Eamon is from Croydon. He's not from the UK. He's from Croydon, of course, which is close for where I was born. Is it close? No, maybe it's not. I was born in Surrey, South Godstone. Adam says, we're all here from around the world for the repositioning day trader. You're not conscious day traders. You're here to see the strategy. Guys, the strategy is just a tool. What's going to make you consistent is making that tool fit to your own psychology. Smashing the records today on views and likes. Oh, 217. We have broken the record. Wow. That's massive. Okay, we found out that the alien is Greek. Number X is Greek. $79 made. Could make $122, but I'm satisfied for the London session. Next session is New York. So you're trading New York as well. We so far have made $248 from this trade. It was an easy trade. Maybe we could have held, but it's not what we normally do. Looks like it's going to give us another entry. Now our bias has changed. We're looking for short opportunities. That's why we're patiently waiting. Scotland and Wales. United Kingdom is strong in the house. I think let's see. So we have 240 people. I'm intrigued to see what's the average. Shall I do a poll? That would be a better way to do it. I want to see the experience in the house. Are we talking to beginners, or are we talking to experienced traders? So experience is going to be experience in trading. I'm from Brotherton Avenue, Felixstowe, United Kingdom. Okay, Steve. Oh, hello. Are we getting in a second entry? You're distracting me, guys. Not yet. Not yet. This is 12 o'clock now. Now there's two things that we're thinking here. This might not take the high. I think it will, but it might, let's say if it doesn't, we won't get that secondary position, and we have to deal with, we're waiting for the price to come all the way down here. Not a great place, but we're waiting for this entry here. That fair value gap there. So experience in trading, let's do 0 to 1 year, 1 to 2 years, add option 2 to 3 years, and then we're going to do a last one of 3+. Let's see where we are at. You know mine, I'm 2.5 years. The poll is there, you can vote. You can set an alarm, says Marcel. He's told me a few times. You see what I mean? This is kind of delivered now. It failed to break the highs and it delivered 5 pips. So not too much. We still can get our entry. Oh, I like this, David. Instead of repositioning, I think you should call it the CC, the conscious calculation. Is it a calculation though? It's not a calculation. We need a better name of repositioning. It's a bit boring, repositioning. Is the fibers better than FTMO? I don't think there's a better and worse. I guess it depends on the rules. I don't know FTMO, to be honest. Some people love it. Like Paladin, who's an ICT trader. He has FTMO, I think. Joe's Balini, the latest subscriber. Welcome. What's the poll doing? Let's see. After 113 votes, quite a mix. The most is 32% plus 3 years. There's experience in the house. 26%, which is a big number. So about 30 people are less than a year, and then the equal amount, another 30, is from 1 to 2 years and 2 to 3 years. We'll keep that vote going for another few minutes to see where we're at. I haven't updated my live trade. I need to put that in. So we currently have an open trade. Let's put it on MT5. We've got a third entry. We entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 646. That was our price, and this is short. These were long. Or actually, let's do L for long. Actually, people might think is a loss. Let's keep it like that and do closed. Closed. And then we do this open. I hope that makes sense. So we currently have only one position open short. We're waiting for our second entry. Amr Parvez, latest subscriber, welcome. going to do another 25-minute streaming. We're currently in profit of $314 because we've got 248 of this, and I'm copying this account onto this, which is now trading at $20 down instead of $80. So it's 1/4. 0.25 to be exact. So we want the price to go higher because it will be a while until we get our profits. We want the price to come up at this level here. Take the highs of this, hit that fair value gap. That's where we're going to be entering. 140 votes, so we give it another 2 minutes on the poll. If you haven't voted yet, make sure you voted. In the poll, you can see how much experience do you have in trading. The likes are 229. Nice, guys, thanks. That's a lot better. Are you subscribed? I hope you're subscribed. If you want a Discord, we're going to have to hit that 5K. When we hit that 5K, we're going to do a Discord. Where are we at? I'm going to end the poll there. I don't see any more votes coming in. So we had, quite even. 29% is the most, 3 years plus. Let's go live. Waiting for the better infantry. I like that. Manus remembers the conversation we had. So the way I was explaining repositioning was that in war, you never throw your best military units first. So this one here is my least favorite units. You can't say that, I guess. My militia, if you want. I've thrown my militia to push this direction. However, the enemy let's do it with drawings. Can we do it with drawings? Let's make a cool chart. What do we get in? So we got in at, let's copy this price. Stop. Target profit. Price. It doesn't give me the price. 23646. 23 somewhere here. 23646. So this is my entry. This is my worst position. Your first entry is our worst position, and units. Let's do that. It'll be funny. Oh God. I know what. Let's do. Who played Age of Empires? I used to love Age of Empires when I was young. All right, guys. This is what comes to mind. We're gonna do this. Download, copy image, paste image. Can I paste it? Yes. This is what we've thrown in here. So our militia is trying to hold the front and try and push the price down. If you have a big military army, you wouldn't just throw your best units first into the army. You want to see how that's going to react. And as we can see, the militia now is struggling because this price is pushing higher and higher. We've done 51 pips, which is an aggressive move. So what's waiting here? What's waiting there is better units. feel like I'm at school educating you on repositioning. So what is waiting there is these guys. So these guys are hiding behind the hills. The enemy doesn't know what's coming to hit them. And when this price comes here, the cavalry is going to try and recover the soldiers. How about that for analogy? AOE Discord challenge. Oh, I love it. Rafa, you've got some. That might go ahead. You need the priest to turn the price. I like that. Peter, you have 3 minutes to place the stop loss. 2% is needed. Yes, that's through the challenges. There is a time that you need to make sure your stop loss is in there. I just read this below on Fivers. Isn't it hard because normally we drag stop loss after opening? Make sure if it's a challenge and you're not funded yet, make sure you get that right, because you don't want to get your five things, what they're called, warnings. Isn't that just dollar cost averaging? Yes, dollar cost averaging is, let's say you had these two positions. You wouldn't reposition though this trade. You would just use these two positions to make your profits, and you would be break even at half of this range. Send in the paladins. Oh, a few people like Age of Empires. It's because our age is probably showing off here. We're a bit older. Age of Empire 2 is the best. The Braveheart, William Wallace, the tutorial was absolutely amazing. You make this sound so funny, like a game. That's how my brain thinks. Ian is asking, if you add a position up at the fair value gap around high of 2 days ago. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's where I would have my second position. Sometimes, depending on the price action, I add 2 positions here. Chris, we used to carry our PC towers. He's showing his age because he's not playing it on laptops. He actually, you had to build a good laptop to be able to do a LAN server and to play with your friends. So he's showing his age there. He's definitely above 35 years old. That and Counter-Strike, those are the 2 things that people used to go crazy about. I know you're not there at the minute, but do you know Lorenzo Corrado? I think he's in Bali too, and YouTube ICT Forex trader. I haven't met anyone. I don't think he's aware of me either. So maybe one day I'll meet some people. There was one person who came. I was at an ATM getting money out, and one of the Instagram followers came and said, "Are you the conscious day trader?" I was like, wow, in Bali, someone recognized us. I use the Earn Forex Expert Advisor so that I never forget the stop loss. Yes, I agree. Some EAs can be good. Ian, why 2 positions? How am I going to reposition the first one? Oh, you mean why 2 instead of 1? If I think this is the high of the session, like the Judas move, then those 2 positions can come, take out this position and pay me at the same time, my full position. Whereas 1 position, I might be halfway to my profits and then I'm waiting for it to go back to equilibrium. I'm very curious, how would you manage your stop loss out of a trade when things don't go as expected? Well, things are not going as expected right now. So we're down $100. If I had entered 2 positions here, I would be down $200. So this is going against me, but this is how we manage it. Now, are you Ludwig or Ludwig? It must be Ludwig. Are you going to trade an event in June? Unfortunately, no. I'm currently in Greece. We're probably either going to go to America, in North Carolina, for family, or we're going to go straight to Bali. We're not sure yet, and how long I'm going to be in Greece. So we are coming closer to that buy side liquidity. I think that's going to be around 200 pips. Let's see. 20 pips or less. Yeah, I like this entry. We would be down $170. I like that entry. We'll see if it gives or it provides a push down. Ludwig or Ludwig? Ludwig. I think it's Ludwig. Which what I'm using for the session, I'm using the FX Market Sessions by Boyd Tocky. Guys, we're only 15 minutes before the close of the session. I have a hard close today because I have to be, my wife has been with our son for a while now. Let's see if it gives us this. Looks like a nice push. Push. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 8, 15. Push it up. Come on, a bit more. It was 178, I think we were getting in. Bit more. Buy side liquidity has been taken out. We just want to get there. Come on. You sound English. I'm half English. My mum's English. Yes, that's good. A bit more. Volume is coming in after the London kill zone. Is this the Judas move? But we want to get that entry. We do want to get that entry. Push. A little bit more. Yes, there it is. Okay, we're in. Now we're going to drag a hypothetical stop that we're never going to use out of the way. That's our second position. Cavalry is in. Obviously, next position are these highs. Bit of volume coming in. We've got buy side liquidity there. That's why I haven't entered 2 positions here. And we can see that we're now in a drawdown of $300. If I had 2 and 2 positions, that would have been a lot more. Let's see the price action. I think it's going to give us this. That would be nice. 1, 2, 4. That would be a nice entry. So we have our covering in. They're struggling a bit. We've got our units that are struggling here. They're in the worst pace position here. These are trying to do something about it. What are we going to bring in next? What units are we bringing in next? All the Age of Empires people are like, people are coming in onto the stream now. They're like, what is happening here? You know what's coming next. I used to love you, these units. We need something that's going to deal with this pressure. So we need some good units, and we're going to be getting in on this fair value gap. Where are they? Where are they? I can't remember what they're called. Where is it? No, this is the new Age of Empires. I want the old Age of Empires. All right, I need some of your help. You have to remind me what it's called. This is an aggressive candle, which is telling me something. It's like an exhaustive candle. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh, I can't find it. It was Age of Empires 2. It's going to bug me now. And it was something that used to throw fire. Do you remember that? Siege onagers. Is that the one? Let's see, someone said. Oh my god, he's right. Oh my god, he's right. Yes, this is what's coming in if the price goes higher. What a legend. After coming back and see your name. This is what's coming here. If you dare come up here, this is what's coming for you. Who was it? Let's see. Manus. Manus is a hardcore Age of Empire. Maybe mine was some metals. Do you have enough berries? People that don't know Age of Empires are like, what are they talking about? Bit of geekiness. It was moved to 50% equilibrium of last week. I know Rafa likes her last week equilibrium. Oh, it looks like it's coming in. We're currently on $400 down. So if we had more positions in, that would have been close to our stop, because it would be like 1,500. Remember, we're also in profit of 200. So we're currently down $200 because we have 248. So it might look bad, but it's not as bad. We want that to hit that fair value gap to take this liquidity out. I think it's going to be aggressive. This candle is very aggressive. This must be some news out. Bank of England. There we go. May keep sterling rising for now. Bit more. bit more. Let's take the full fair value. Ben, I took your 400 Yanis, sorry. As in you went long? I think, let's see. That is in the fair value. That's my third. All right. Now we're in. So we're having a bit of reaction with our catapult. Worst case scenario that we have to deal with is that it goes to the 125, guys. That's the worst case scenario. So we have to reposition what we've got here. We've got fair value gaps here. Let's go on a higher time frame. See the picture. This is a strong aggressive move to the upper side. Where can it be going? We've got buy side liquidity here. Let's move these things out of the way. And the cavalry, they're struggling. Bank of England news is pushing the price high. We have to think where, worst case scenario obviously is these highs here. And 125, which is 100 pips away. So that's not going to happen. I mean, if that happens, that would be a swan event. So what's the next closest target? $20 pips to that. 47 pips to that fair value gap. Okay, so now we've put our soldiers in like we normally trade. Let's see. So we're currently managing with our profits. We're about $250 down. We had the exhaustive move above buy side. We've hit the fair value gap. It's going to do either two things now. It's either going to go higher to take these highs, or it's going to come back to previous daily high. If it comes back to previous daily high, that'll be great because we can reposition what? Our cavalry. Well done, Ben. Ben went long. Good job. I couldn't take that long. We were in premium. Before sell-off, DXY approaching equilibrium. Let's see what DXY is doing. Ah, look at that. Do you remember when we said the perfect entry? Maybe we should have been a bit patient. But I can justify my entries, so I'm happy with that. I can justify these 3 entries. What can this do now? We either attempt to break the lows, so that will be down here. We've got equal lows and a fair value gap on the 15-minute. So this is sell side. We have had the previous daily high. Is this the actual dailies? Yeah, that's the correct dailies. 2 minutes to go. We'll see if we get our reaction. So if that's going down, that means pound dollar is going higher. It looks like it's kind of wants to target this. Now we need to think, is this, we're 3 lots in, spread out obviously. We need to see how we're going to manage that. Normally we would have 4 positions now in, but I've been conservative because this is a big candle. It's a big candle. Strong candle. So we need to be a bit conservative with this one. What is the news that came out? Let's see. Is BBC going to tell us? Probably Bloomberg is going to tell us, right? Anyone know? Someone says this pair is really volatile. We like volatility. That's how we make our money. It is coming into buy-side liquidity. That's a big extensive move on the 15. Now, you don't need indicators to show that this is out of play. If you throw them on, look at where the Bollinger Band is. It's down here. So it's way above the Bollinger Band. RSI is up in the 80s. MACD is like screaming upwards. These kind of moves have reactions. The question is, now we've had these news that are positive, the algorithm kicks in and it says, right, these guys think that this is going to go down, but how high can I go before I start taking them out? So can I take these guys out? Probably yes. Can I take it up to here to take these guys out? Can I take it up to here to take these guys out? Can I retest the 125? This is where the manipulation happens. This is why you need to be calm and collective when this happens, which is pretty much every day on the pound dollar. 279 watching. They love a live trade. That's where people come in and off. So we're on about, this is about 700 down, including the profits. Anything below like 1,500, it's, let's do that in case there's any spikes. We don't want to be taken out by spikes. But obviously we're not trading these stops, okay? They're just there for safety. We're getting into this. This is where I'll be starting to think. RSI is 84. Way outside the Bollinger Band. Even if you put it on the recreational Bollinger Band, this will be still a bit of room on the recreational. You can see we had reactions there. Mr. Z, okay, I can never trade like you. I would never short this now, but like this. Why though? Is it because you would be over leveraged? Is it because you can't take seeing these numbers? Where is it? You can't deal with this. You have to remember what account you're trading. If this account was 5,000 and I'm losing 1,000, a fifth of my account, I would be freaking out right now. On a 250 account, 1,000 account with a buffer of 10,000, this is normal. There's fluctuations. You want to get better prices. You want the price to get out of whack. That's how you make your money. Remember, when we're able to reposition, because the price is going to have a reaction. It's not going to go crazy like this forever. People are going to want to take profits. When people take profits, that's when you start repositioning and decreasing risk. So now we're below equilibrium. Discounted area has been reached. Question is this going to continue down to take this here? And I definitely have to close now because my wife is going to kill me. In a good way. We need some more military units above here to say what they're going to be. Sold at 124.15. Lewis said, we'll start because the DXY looks like it's the tap. Field 15 February. Tick. Nice. I think we hit records today. I think it's the most views. Unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to run. I can't do more than we've done. How long? 3 hours. I'm sure it's 3 hours. 12:30. Yeah, we started 9:40, a bit later today. As well as for when you get sometimes I read them taking Spanish conquistadors. Spanish conquistadors. Let's have a look at them. I can't remember the names. Oh, they're cavalry as well. You think more cavalry we need? I think I would add a bit of a paladins going in there. Right, this is RSI, still got a bit of room, so we can see a retest of these fair value gaps, but obviously we're not exposed so much. Imagine, this is where you need to understand your psychology. If I had 2 positions here, 2 positions here, and 2 positions here, 6, I would be very close to my stop now. How would I manage the trade from here? So what I'm aiming now is this price to come down to here, and I would close this trade, this middle one, for break even, or like $4. If that doesn't happen, I need to think of where we think is a good place to reposition this place at a better price. Because price never goes in one direction forever. Thanks, Yanis. Due to your patience, I made 2K. Brilliant. That's amazing, Ben. Only, I mean, and you can you just okay, I think we're gonna close this here. Let me just take these out. Indicators in the way. So here we're seeing the wick kind of pushing down. That's the first reaction. You normally see a first reaction in these ways, and then it comes in. Okay, guys, it's been, as always, it's been great, and I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're going to continue with the London sessions, and maybe we do Friday afternoon, depending on our life, what we're doing back at home. It's been great. Some good questions. So nice to see some new people. And I think we hit, I'm going to look at the analytics now. If you're not following on Instagram, make sure you go and follow on Instagram. And it is, let me type it in here. Can I type it in there? The Conscious.day trader. If you can do me a favor and go on Instagram and follow this account now, that will help with that account as well. And I'll put some shorts. Maybe we'll have an Age of Empire short today. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me, might smoke bed in heaven. Got a whole agenda, can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities that never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah.